Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
It start with you. It's not gonna start with you going and getting 2 or 3 people to change with you. It starts with you, sister. You got to be that light. You got to be that example. You got to be that leader to your younger sisters or to your children when you have children one day. Understand? All right, watch this. Read.
And a byword.
So it said, thou shalt become an astonishment. So we explain what astonishment is. And then it said a proverb. And now it's saying a byword. What is a byword, sister? Never heard of that before. Okay, let me show you what a byword is. This is a byword. American black, West Indian black, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, and on down. Those are bywords that was given to us by the people who oppressed us. So like in America, how we got American black is from the British. That's who conquered us right here in America. Then you got Benjamin, how they got the name West Indian black, because of the French that conquered them down there. Just like the so-called Haitians. They got conquered by the French. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they got those names on us, to divide and conquer us. They said, okay, we're going to send her to Haiti. He going to Jamaica. He going to such and such, so and so. And now, guess what? By you going into those places, you're speaking the language that they speak. So now when you walk up on me, I'm speaking English and you speaking Spanish, I don't understand what you're saying. That was the only way that they could divide and conquer us, by doing that. So it said that was a curse. We were going to become a byword. But in the left column, these were the names that the Most High gave us from the beginning. This right here is who we always been. That never changed until we start going into captivity. All right, so now watch this. Give me verse 48. Verse 48, sister. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Did the Most High say we're gonna serve our friends?
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So what is the Lord trying to tell us right here? That we have what? He said enemies, right? So that means we have enemies, sister. As a nation of people, we have enemies. All the other nations are enemies according to God. That's what he said. Read it from the top.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them against us?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them against us, sister? The Lord sent them against us. Why? Because we wasn't keeping his commandments. So now we're suffering the curses. Watch this, read on.
In hunger.
In hunger, when we want food. The places who own the food industries, who is that owned by? White people, right? Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. When you want water, when you got to go get water out of that stove, who's sitting behind that counter? Who own that place? See, other nations of people own that. You got to pay for a water bill. Water is free. It's a natural resource, fall free from the sky, and you have to pay for it, sister. That's a curse. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Now what that's going into is your clothing. When you flip your tag, it say made in Italy, made in China, made in Japan. All these different places. The Most High said that those are your enemies. That's who you're gonna serve to get the things that you need. Your clothes, food, and shelter. That's who you're gonna have to go to. Read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. You want a job, you gotta go to your enemies. If you need unemployment, you gotta go to your enemies. Education. You need to bury somebody, you need a death certificate, you gotta go to your enemies.
Right.
To give birth to a child, you gotta have a birth certificate, you gotta go to them for that. Right. Social security card, driver's license. Everything around you, you got to go to your enemies for it because we don't own anything.
Right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Now it says the enemy, right, shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Now this right here is undeniable. Read that part again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He is referring to the enemy. Shall put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Who did that to us in his? So who did the Most High God call our enemy? So what we're reading is Bible prophecy.
That's right.
Bring
it up. She said white people.
Yeah. So what we're reading is.
All right. How you doing, sis? What's your name? Jesse? Jessica. All right. So you said who's our enemies? White people. Okay. Let's read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore.
So you understand what this is about, right? What's your nationality? You can look at the sign. You from the tribe of Judah, and your nationality is you're Israelite, okay?
Right.
But check this out right quick. Go ahead.
48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Now it says in want of all things. Go to Proverbs 3 and 30, and then we're going to go to Leviticus 13 and 40. So it says we're going to go to this enemy or enemies in one of all things, right? What's some of the things that it named? Food, water, clothing, housing, cars. Okay, anything, right? I'm going to show you something, right? Subconsciously, something that we go to the enemy for. Go ahead.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
So you get the underlying tone of that. It says, envy now not the oppressor. It say, don't envy the oppressor. Who's our oppressor? That's not hard to see. That's not hard to see who our oppressors is. But the scriptures say, don't envy them. Don't want the things that they have. Don't want to be them. Don't want to look like them. You agree? Okay. All right.
And choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways. I'm going to show you subconsciously we choose to be like the white man.
Right. Bring it out.
As a brother will go to college, right? To be to an HBCU college, right? And guess what he'll choose? To be like the white man. He'll choose to be in a fraternity, a Greek fraternity.
Right.
Subconsciously, we're choosing to be like the white man.
Right.
Let me hit you with another one. I'm a truck driver, right? I went to deliver a load yesterday. I walk in the warehouse. The warehouse is huge. The warehouse is probably from that light to this street right here. One warehouse, huge, right? Guess what's in that warehouse? Hair. From the floor to the top of the building, packed with hair.
Bring it out.
It is packed with hair. And guess who owns guess who's in charge of that warehouse? Chinese, Korean, right? They deal with that. Guess what happened if Shaniqua want to open a hair shop? You think they're gonna supply Shaniqua with hair? No. They make it impossible to find out how to get a catalog to order the hair. They make it impossible. Shaniqua's not gonna be in business very long. But guess what though? We can that building that I delivered to, we have the power to make them go bankrupt just like that. All we have to do is say, we're gonna choose what the Bible say. The Bible say don't envy the oppressor. We're not gonna envy to have that fine, straight hair. We're gonna choose to love ourselves and grow our own hair.
Right.
And guess what? We're gonna tell the brothers, get behind the sisters, support the women, encourage the women. It don't matter what length of hair they have, as long as it's natural.
Right.
Get behind the women, support them.
Right.
Now you have that moral support. You're not gonna want to envy the oppressor no more. You're not gonna want that straight hair. You're not gonna want to spend your money to get that track.
Right.
You're not gonna spend your money to get that wet and wavy.
Right.
You're gonna have your own wet and wavy.
Right.
Read that. Read that again. Read that again.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Go ahead.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose none of his ways. Don't choose his holidays. Don't choose his religion. Don't choose the way his women look. Now, let me show you. Sis, what color is your hair?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Blonde, right? But you didn't think nothing of it. You just, hey, it's the style. Everybody do right? Everybody doing it. You doing it too, right? Let me show you something. Very important. Listen closely, all right? Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 13, verse 29.
Bring it out.
If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard.
So it's saying if a man or a woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, it's speaking about the hair on your head or the hair on your beard. Go ahead.
Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
What's that speaking about? It says if the priest sees a yellow thin hair, what kind of hair is that talking about? Blonde hair, right? Blonde is just a French word, an old French word that means yellow, right? Go ahead.
Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
So it says if the priest see that yellow thin hair, that person's unclean. Dang, right? So what's that say about that yellow hair? It's unclean.
Right.
Let's jump back. Okay, finish it.
It is a dry scab, even a leprosy.
You see that? It's that yellow thin hair. It's natural leprosy. Just like the leprosy of the skin. What would you, if you had leprosy on your skin, what would your skin turn to? It'll turn pale, right? It'll turn pale. The same way with the hair. If that hair is leprous, it turns blonde. It turns yellow. But guess what? Us subconsciously wanting to choose the way of the oppressor, we don't know that God said that's unclean for us to do that.
Right.
All right? Proverbs 3. So these are some of the things when we stay in religion, we're never gonna find out.
Right.
We're never gonna go back to our true heritage. That's what this is all about. This is your heritage. This is not a book of religion. This is your heritage and how you're supposed to live your life. All right, go ahead.
That's right.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
So envy not the oppressor, don't choose none of his ways. That means that blonde hair as well. All right? Guess what you're gonna choose now? Are you gonna have the blonde hair?
Yeah.
What did we read about the blonde hair?
It's unclean.
So why would you want to have it?
Have a good heart. Have a good heart.
He said have a good heart. If you have a good heart, what would you do? You wear your real hair.
Right.
You wear your real hair.
That's right.
And you wear your real hair. Or at least take off the blonde hair, right? Because it's you heard that before. Growing your real hair is a journey, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do things. You're gonna have to reverse it to get it to where it's naturally to its natural stage. All right, go back. Come up here. I can't hear you. All right, go ahead. Read that again.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways. So when we read in Leviticus, it was unclean, right? That's something that God don't want us to do. Guess what? This condition that we got into, if we don't change those things, we're gonna remain in that condition. Like, go back to Leviticus 13. Read it again.
Leviticus chapter 13, verse 29.
Bring it out.
If a man or a woman have a plague upon the head or the beard,
Go ahead.
then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
So the priest is gonna pronounce you unclean. Did that sound like a suggestion? It sounds like something God don't want, right? It don't sound like a suggestion. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Let me show you something right quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel at one point in time. He's saying, God, if something's gonna happen to you, if you don't choose to follow God's word, God's ways. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
So what we read in Leviticus 13 about the blonde hair, that's a commandment. God don't give suggestions. He commands the way he wants you to live.
Right.
Go ahead.
And his statute, which I commanded thee this day, that all the curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So that's why we have all these curses on us. That's why we feel like we can't rise. We can't move to the next level. Because we don't know that we're still breaking God's laws.
Right.
Nobody ever told us, nobody said, Jessica, I don't think you should get blonde hair. God don't want you to do that. That will be unheard of in our neighborhood. Nobody knows that. That's why we gotta come back to our true heritage. And find out the things that God wants us to do and don't want us to do. What else do you think God is not pleased with? I'm letting her talk. Okay, he wants you to have the mic, Jessica. Jessica said he's unpleased with everything, right? But that's a broad statement. We gotta find out what he's unpleased with.
Right.
Let's go to get Deuteronomy 2 and 5. Let me show you something. What about the way a woman dress? Tell me one way that God would be pleased. Women covering their head, okay. Covering head to toe. Hey, are you listening to Jessica? Jessica said the way that God will want a woman, the way that God will be pleased for a woman to be dressed is to be covered from what? Head to toe. All right, go ahead. Go to 2 Timothy right quick. What do you mean head to? Because you're covered head to toe. You're saying God is pleased with the way you're dressed?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because I'm not showing any.
You're not showing nothing. You're not revealing nothing. Okay, yeah. 2 Timothy 2 and 9. 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Yeah.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Bring it out.
In like manner, also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So that's what you said, Jessica. Modest apparel, covered, right? You're not revealing nothing. And you shouldn't reveal nothing. Because guess what? Everything is not for everybody out there to see. It's only for your husband, right? There's no boyfriend. There's another thing. You're not going to find boyfriend and girlfriend in this. God only honors marriage.
Right.
So whatever, you're not supposed to be revealing yourselves out to the world. Only one man is supposed to see that, and that's your husband. All right? Go ahead. So modest apparel is pretty much what you said. Covered head to toe, right? Or covered, not revealing nothing. All right, go ahead.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with bordered hair or gold or pearls or costly arranged. Verse 10.
So what it's pretty much saying is the most important thing should be just how you look. All right, it shouldn't be your hair. It should be that you're modest, you're covered. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 22. Because now that the scriptures say you're supposed to be covered, there's a certain dress code that the woman have, Jessica. Check it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Bring it out.
And the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What does that mean? Keep reading.
Neither shall a man put on a woman garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
You said no what? Cross-dressing.
Right.
Are you cross-dressing right now? Yeah. Right. Well, you said boy sweatpants. Is there girl sweatpants? So if there's a girl sweatpants, can there be, you said a girl sweatpants? What would a girl sweatpants look like?
Girl sweatpants like
Okay, a girl sweatpants would be more tight fitting, right? But would that be modest? Because we talked about it earlier, modest is what? Not revealing your curves and your, so there is no girl, or there is no girl sweatpants, right? Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman should not wear which pertaineth unto a man.
So the woman can't wear what belongs to a man.
Neither shall a man put on a woman garment.
The same way a man can't put on a woman's what belongs to women. Now, is there such thing as man skirts? There's man skirts. There's skirts that's made for men. Where have you seen that? Where you seen a brother walking down the street like, yeah, these the new man skirts, son. These hot right now. That's unheard of. Men wear skirts, but that don't make it for men. It's the same way. Just because women wear pants, don't mean women are supposed to wear pants. All right? So you understand? Men can't wear dresses and skirts. Women can't wear pants. Okay?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.